The story of the 47 Ronin is one of the most legendary tales of honor, loyalty, and justice in Japanese history. It is a story that has been told for over 300 years, passed down through generations as the ultimate example of the samurai code, bushido. It is a tale of warriors who chose duty over fear, of a master betrayed, and of a mission that shook the very foundations of Japan. In the year 1701, Japan was under the rule of the Tokugawa shogunate, a time of strict laws and rigid hierarchy. The samurai, Japan's warrior class, lived by an unbreakable code of honor. At the top of this system were the daimyo, the powerful feudal lords who served under the shogun. One such lord was Asano Naganori, the young daimyo of Akko. He was a man of principle, known for his devotion to duty, but his life would take a tragic turn when he was summoned to Edo Castle to fulfill a ceremonial duty. Asano was tasked with organizing a reception for imperial envoys. To ensure everything was done correctly, he and another lord, Kame Korichika, were placed under the guidance of Kira Yoshinaka, a high-ranking shogunate official. Kira, however, was arrogant and corrupt. He expected extravagant gifts in exchange for his teachings. Kame's men, realizing the danger, secretly paid Kira to gain his favor. But Asano, a man of integrity, refused to do so. In response, Kira humiliated Asano repeatedly. He insulted him, mocked his manners, and treated him with open disrespect. Day after day, Asano endured these slights, holding his anger in check, until one fateful moment, on April 21st, 1701, inside the grand corridors of Edo Castle, Kira insulted Asano one final time, calling him an unworthy man with no refinement. Asano could take no more. He drew his dagger and struck. Kira fell back, startled. But before Asano could strike again, the guards restrained him. The castle fell into chaos. Drawing a weapon within Edo Castle was a grave crime, punishable by the highest order. The shogun had no choice but to enforce the law. That very evening, Asano was ordered to take responsibility for his actions in the most serious way. With calm resolve, Asano knelt, took his own blade, and completed the ritual. His lands were seized, his family was ruined, and his retainers were cast out, left as Ronin, masterless samurai. But this was not the end, it was only the beginning. Among Asano's retainers was his chief counselor, Oishi Kuranosuke. He and 46 other loyal samurai swore a secret oath. They would restore their master's honor. But they knew they had to be patient. Kira was a powerful man, and the shogunate was watching. If they acted too soon, they would be crushed. And so they waited. For nearly 2 years, the Ronin scattered. To deceive Kira's spies, Oishi took extreme measures. He separated from his wife, sent his children away, and moved to Kyoto, where he drank, gambled, and spent nights in entertainment houses, pretending to be a fallen samurai with no ambition. The rumors spread. Kuranosuke has lost his honor. He is nothing now. Even Kira heard of it. Believing the threat was gone, Kira finally let his guard down. That was his mistake. On the night of January 31st, 1703, the 47 Ronin gathered in Edo. They donned black armor and armed themselves with swords and bows. This was the night they had waited for. In the dead of night, as snow blanketed the city, they advanced. They split into 2 groups, one securing the front gates, the other the rear. They carried a drum to signal the attack and a whistle to announce Kira's capture. Kira's men, caught off guard, tried to fight back, but they were no match for warriors fueled by years of righteous determination. One by one, Kira's guards fell. The halls of the mansion were overtaken, but Kira was nowhere to be found. The Ronin searched every room, tearing through the house until they discovered a hidden entrance behind a scroll. Inside they found a man trembling in the darkness. It was him, Kira Yoshinaka. His face still bore the mark from Asano's blade. Oishi stepped forward. He offered Kira the same dagger that Asano had used to complete his ritual. "Face your end with dignity," he said. But Kira could not do it. He trembled in fear, unable to lift the blade. Seeing this, Oishi raised his sword and, with a single stroke, ended the matter. The Ronin had fulfilled their duty. With Kira's token in hand, they marched through the streets of Edo. They did not run, they did not hide. They carried the proof of their mission to Sengakuji Temple and placed it on Asano's grave. Their mission was complete. But now they had to face the consequences. The shogunate was in turmoil. The Ronin had upheld the code of Bushido, restoring their master's honor with absolute loyalty. But they had also defied the law by taking justice into their own hands. For weeks, the decision was debated. The people of Edo admired the Ronin. Many pleaded for their pardon. In the end, the shogun made his ruling. The Ronin would be allowed to depart this world with dignity. One by one, each of the 46 warriors took up their blade and followed the samurai tradition. Their bodies were laid to rest beside their master. Only one man, Terasaka Kichimon, was spared, either sent on a mission before the surrender or later pardoned. He lived to old age, and when he passed, he was buried alongside his brothers. The graves of the 47 Ronin still stand at Sengakuji Temple. Every year, thousands visit to pay their respects. For over 300 years, their story has been told and retold. In plays, books, and films, their legend endures. It is a tale of absolute loyalty, a tale of duty, a tale of men who chose honor above all else. The story of the 47 Ronin is more than history. It is an immortal legend,